So, this is a 2018 BMW X4 20D with xDrive and a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. In this video I'll have a look at getting in and out, low speed handling, the parking sensors, differences between driving modes, paddle shift mode, traction control, and xDrive system, off-road driving, acceleration test, and then some little niggles and value for money. That's the nicest error message in the world. Just to let you know, there's a cord and your BMW needs attention. The only difference between Sport and Sport Pro is it turns the traction control off. You can see it in the screen there. So I don't see a big acceleration difference. That's Sport Pro. This is Sport. Yeah, it feels exactly the same. I'm not sure this is the sort of shape and size of vehicle you want to be driving with traction control off on anywhere but a racetrack. So just keeping it in automatic mode in the sport driving mode. Let's give the traction control a run for its money. xDrive, remember. Yeah. Yeah, it did lean out there, but it didn't lose road holding. Let's try again on this corner. No, I have to say that the traction control light didn't come on either. It really is very... I mean, I've been driving this car 4 days now and I've not encountered any slip, even putting the pedal to the floor when climbing the hill. So I really have to credit the xDrive system for that, especially on a vehicle this size. Impressive stuff. For town driving, this is actually one of the quietest sport modes I've ever encountered on a modern car. Let you hear the engine as I climb this hill. That's about as loud as it gets. But one thing that I will say is it's really got some of the most car-like driving behaviours, let's say, of any 4x4 and larger vehicle that I've driven. By that I mean road holding, handling, turning circle, and general acceleration. This is the closest thing we're going to get to a 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers. 3, 2, 1. One of the easiest things to do to get into the semi-automatic paddle shift mode, surprisingly, is you just pull the paddle. So we want to go up, want to go down, go down. And you don't need to, you could do this in any driving mode. So up, and 5, 4, 5, 3, changing in the dash there. Currently in Eco Pro mode. So if I move to comfort, can still do it. Sport, can still do it. Well, this is about the most off-road this car's probably designed to do. So, let's give it a go. Ooh, bit of bump and grind, but absolutely fine. Car switched off because I put it in comfort mode, which is doing auto start and stop. This is probably the most rubbish off-road test, but let's reverse out and see what happens. Oh, there was actually some slippage on the wheel there, but the xDrive caught on it straight away, as you can hear. Yep. Yep, fine, it's not rushing me. Just a small point, maybe an issue for some, certainly an issue for me. The door has, I think, 3 fixed points that it rests at, and I can never get it to go on any of them. Admittedly, I'm on a slight hill here, but this is usually the experience of trying to get the door open on an X4. I mean, it's great that BMW wants to keep you safe, but sometimes it's hard to get on with your day. Don't worry, I'll just close the door. Now, for anybody familiar with this gear stick, it won't be a problem, but for those not, you just have to remember that there's a little unlock button there. So to actually go from drive into neutral, you don't need to do it, but to go into reverse, you have to, then neutral, back into drive, and go also from park, you have to press it, otherwise you can't move it. Just a little thing. So that's beeping like crazy on amber. It's actually that far apart, about 4 handspans. I'm at a complete standstill in a car park here, and it's dancing around looking like a graphical equalizer from a hi-fi from the 1990s. Stationary. In fact, just for the record, we'll have a jump out and have a look what it's moaning about. Yep, all those movable things. Okay, I think I'm just going to try and pop over into this lane. I'm now in the lane. Oh. Well, the indicator doesn't think I am. I just cancelled it. I think I'll pop over into this lane even though we're slowing down, never know what I'll gain. There it goes. Again, no recognition of having made the turn. So that is a bit of an annoyance. Here's a nice water, hot country. I think I'll just put it in the glove box. Maybe it'll be cool. No, £42,000 does not buy you a refrigerated cool box. Not in a BMW X4. Also, £42,000. If you want a mirror with a light in, better have brought a light in your phone. Your £42,000 does not buy you leather seats. Buys you a leather centre console cover and a leather dash, but I'm afraid passengers and drivers don't get it. And by way of that, I also show you the passenger seats, which, as they say, of full-size adults, has plenty of room in. Absolutely fine. Oh, you get a leather door handle, leather armrest, that's it. So if leather's your thing, get your credit card out. So if you're after a rigid, insulated, car-like driving experience with many driver aids and the sleeker, swoopy styling, like basically taking some beans shaped like a fastback profile sports coupe and swelling them up in water overnight, rather than the traditional boxy SUV look, and you enjoy the hiss of the turbocharger as you take your children to netball, and don't mind battling with the heavy doors and struggling to park for your appointments, say at the hairdressers, as there's no reversing camera either for £42,000, bear in mind, then the BMW X4 is for you. Do take from this conclusion what you will, and I'll see you on the next one.